Are we finished? Who needs more time? Okay, so not many people. That means you guys can describe for me whatever you have on your paper is the ideal masjid. Nothing's missing. No one needs more time? They need more time? Anyone else? Okay, I'll give it another 30 seconds. Okay, 60 seconds. Ah, you said 60, that's all you get. بسم الله الحمد لله الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. I've done this exercise once more at RCM. It was a much smaller group, so we were able to get through every single group. I don't think we'll be able to get through every single group this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with one all sisters group, one mixed group, one brothers group, and then at the end I'll let you share if you have something that's not already written on the board. Does that make sense? Is that fair? Okay. So we'll start with the all sisters group. They're passing the paper around to see who's going to share. So let's start. And I'm going to write what you see on the board as is. We're going to listen. We're not going to criticize. This is a free and safe space. If they say the masjid should have a Coke machine, they say the masjid should have whatever, we're going to accept it. We'll cross it off afterwards. Don't worry. Okay. Go ahead. Free clinic.
Counseling center, a HIPS program, youth library with computers, Wi-Fi, study centers, an art center with classes, calligraphy, pottery, art therapy, after-school programs, masjid mural that changes every year, a giant kitchen that can make food, huge amounts of food that we could use to give to the homeless. Weekly or bi-monthly, Kids collection, a pool for sisters only, and then brothers only, so that would be pretty big. Really big playground. Amphitheater in the basement, and then the musalla areas are two equal size, one for the men, one for the women, with a barrier in between that can be moved and changed depending on how people want it. Fully stocked classrooms, basketball court, retreats with youth retreats, family retreats, internship programs, scholarships, guidance counselors, weekly classes, Arabic tafsir, sirah, story nights, small business empowerment programs, community outreach, clothes center for donation center, with the youth director.
What's for both men and women?
The musalla area and the kids' room. So the extra musalla area that's part of the kids' room for moms and dads.
Oh, mommy and daddy room.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, we went for the gold here. Gymnastics area. Yeah. No. I'm sure we'll hear things. Any other things? Basketball court I got up here. Okay, for those of you who haven't heard what they said, I'm going to repeat it. I know my handwriting is not legible, but we'll chronicle it a little bit later. Free Connect Counseling, HIFT, Youth, Library, Art Center, After-School Program, Masjid Mural, Giant Kitchen so that we can feed the homeless, Pool that has sisters only, playgrounds and kid playroom, amphitheater, 2 equal sides with a barrier, classrooms, basketball court, retreat and other activities, scholarships, something I can't read, story nights, small donations, small business loans. Okay, enrollment, power. Donation center, youth director, flexible with flexible mommy or daddy room, gymnastics area. I'm not sure what that says. Oh, Arabic classes. Okay, we're going to come back to the mixed room. The brothers group that feels most comfortable. Okay, look, let's go for it. Things that they haven't said. Well, actually, you can read your entire list. If it said it, I'll circle it. Okay. What?
Big windows.
Big windows.
Big musalla. Multi-purpose room. Homeless shelter. Soundproof play place. Interactive community. Event notifications. Teachers. Employee and a volunteer-based system. A gym and a rec center with basketball court, swimming pool, indoor soccer. Masjid sports teams. A daycare, a halal food court, classes that teach technical/real world practical skills, much of it provides scholarships, Boy Scouts and camping trips. Yeah, and adult Quran classes.
Okay, read through again just to make sure I got everything.
Big windows, big musalla.
Okay.
Purpose room,
Multi.
shelter, soundproof play place for children, interactive community, event notifications, teachers, employee and volunteer-based system, gym/rec center with basketball court, swimming pool, indoor soccer, masjid sports teams, daycare, halal food court, classes that teach technical/real world practical skills, provide scholarships, Boy Scouts, and camping trips.
Okay, I got most of them. If I missed something, it's probably still under another umbrella category. And then now the mixed group. Was that all? Did you have anything else? Okay, mixed group.
Okay, mixed group
Starts with wishful thinking.
First, this should be on walking distance.
Walking distance, so location.
Free educational and recreational activities over there.
Okay, I'm going to circle them again though.
Weekend activity, Quran classes,
What do you mean by weekend activities?
for kids.
So youth activities? What else?
The Quran class, this program, and Sunday school, which are community center.
What do you mean by a community center? What kind of activities? What kind of events?
Barbecue.
Anniversaries. Oh, like a multi-purpose room. Okay. I think I have that somewhere, right here.
Okay, and this is important. Resource centers, if anybody needs help on the county, state, or federal level, or legal help.
And there's also real work skills, small business empowerment. Okay.
Interfaith discussion and meetings.
Interfaith.
And youth volunteers. We need a lot of youth volunteers.
I'm going to circle youth and come back to volunteers. What else?
Gym for youth and adults and senior citizens.
Okay. What kind of gym is specific to senior citizens?
For all kind of activities, people who want to lift weights, people who want to use a treadmill, people who want to play chess.
Okay, chess at the gym. I love it. What do you mean by financial programs?
For a mosque and for individual people who like want to buy a house, like halal,
Okay.
financing,
Halal finance.
all kind of financial interest-free financing,
Okay.
and good interaction with neighbors. We should know who the neighbors.
Okay, I like that.
Get good parking and good lighting in the parking lot, which we already have, thank God. And for Ramadan, we should have a Star and Sahur program, community program.
Okay.
Okay, and a board only work to please Allah, and male, female, and youth members should be allowed. And clean bathroom and wudu facilities.
Okay. That's about it. Now I'm going to ask other people to share their things, but before I do that, has anyone seen the word imam on the board?
No, I did.
I know it's in your group. I know it's in your group. But imam is not a word on the board. I'm sure it's in other people's rooms too, and other people's lists as well. I'm not saying that as a criticism. As a matter of fact, I'm saying that as a compliment because the vast majority of this doesn't require an imam. If we go to those free clinics, don't require imams. They require doctors or nurses or people in the medical field. Counseling doesn't require an imam. Hifth maybe could be helpful with imam, but does not require an imam. Youth volunteers, library, art center, after-school program, murals, giant kitchens, amphitheaters, basketball courts, retreat programs, Arabic, multi-purpose room, real-life skills, daycare, sincere board. Vast majority of this does not require an imam. Now, am I saying an imam is not important? No. Once I open it up, I'm sure 10 of you will say imam is required. The thing I'm mentioning here is that one of the biggest pitfalls that masjids fall into, and why I wanted to do this exercise here, is because everyone says, you know what, in order for our masjid to be active, in order for our masjid to thrive, in order for us to really have a masjid with some spirit, we need the imam. Yet 3 groups who described their ideal masjid, 95% of what they said didn't require an imam. I started the talk off saying, what did I say? It's the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadihi. Those amongst you who see something wrong, go to the imam? No. Change it with your hand. You guys have a beautiful facility. And if I said a lot of these things that you have here, you could probably accomplish in the building right now. And you have a group of 80, 90 people, and one of you said you need youth volunteers, and someone else said you need a volunteer system. The volunteers are in the room. You want your ideal masjid, you can make it happen before your imam comes. Now when he comes, inshallah, he'll make it better. When he comes, inshallah, he'll add spirit to your masjid. When he comes, inshallah, he'll unite you in a way that only was seen when the Prophet ﷺ united his people. We can have all kinds of things that we're hoping for, but the vast majority of the things that you want in your masjid, you can do right now. Now, I'm going to ask you guys, and I'm going to finish something. I'm going to ask you guys to tell me what was not on here and to offer it up, and then we're going to go to the second part of this exercise, and then we'll come to a close, inshallah. So what is not up here that people said they wanted? And we'll start with imam. I'll put it right here in big, bold letters for those of you who are about to have a panic attack. Okay, what else? Did anyone else come up with other things that's not on the board? Yes? A pool for boys only. Why do only sisters get pools only? Boys only pool. Okay, what else? Yes? A center for the community. We have that in various places, multi-purpose room, but I'll circle it again. Yes? A funeral home. What else? Yes? Orange shirt. Classes every day except for Sunday. Are you forced to go to Sunday school? Is that why you're saying that? Everyday classes. We have after school program, but I'll circle it. So that kind of every day. Someone else, yeah. Giving tournaments? Gaming tournaments. Okay, I like that actually. What else?
Graveyard close by, which thank God we already have.
Alhamdulillah, you already have. Thank God you already have. It sounds like you're ready for the graveyard. It's like the drive past the graveyard is definitely. Okay, yeah.
PS4 and Xbox.
A PS4. I'm going to say gaming room. PS4, Xbox. Yes.
Community garden and a diverse board for genders and with like various ages.
Okay. Community garden. Diverse, and I'll circle that again. Can I follow up to that? Can I follow up to that one? I'm not from this community exactly, so I feel like if I say something dumb, it's okay, I'll get away with it. How many of you know who's on your board, all 7 or 8 members? Okay, one person. Now let's say, and I'm not criticizing, I agree with you, a masjid, ideal masjid for sure should have a diverse age, gender, ethnicity, even occupational diversity on their board. I agree 100%. But, how much will that affect your specific relationship with Allah? Not much. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it's necessary for long-term planning, for strategy, to be able to implement all these things. And I know the initial exercise was to create the ideal masjid, and the ideal masjid should have that. The only reason I mentioned that counterpoint is to mention that you can still have a pretty close to ideal masjid with things that are not, with things that we're never going to see. I know the board at RCM because I have to see them once a month and I have to report to them, but I guarantee you, I promise you, the first time I've ever known the board in my masjid was when I had to start working for one. All my life when I grew up, I did not know who the board was, and I don't know the board of any other masjid in any other place, and it's important that they're diverse, but I've still been going to the masjid for the last 28 years of my life. And I've had a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the last 28 years of my life, sometimes up, sometimes down. But the point I'm making is you can have maybe not the ideal masjid, but a really, really, really good one and not even have to deal with the board altogether. Okay, what else? Yes? Modern day technology. Someone mentioned a few of those things, but I'll add that somewhere here because I definitely agree. Event notifications, modern technology. Okay, I'm going to close it there unless someone, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I have 2.
Okay.
A glass dome.
She cleared her throat. What?
A glass dome on the top with gold lining, and then programs to help converts feel welcome and help better with transition.
Convert programs, welcoming. Dome with gold. Okay, I'll close it at that, inshallah. Okay, no, my wife, I have to say it. Masjid Uber. Okay, that's actually nice. Uber to the masjid. Okay, here's the second part of this exercise. We have to close it at that because your salah is coming up. Our salah is coming up. Okay, we're going to circle the 10 that are the most important, that we can generally agree as a group. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to call it out, and you're going to all raise your hand. If I get 70% of the room raising their hand, I'm going to circle it. Now remember, you can only raise your hand for 10 things. Don't raise your hand for everything, and then we circle all of it. I'm going to leave Imam off because we'll say that's a given. Everyone agrees we need an Imam. Everyone wants to vote him. So that's your freebie. You get 10 extra. Okay? Free clinic. We need that right now at this masjid. Okay. Counseling services. Okay. I'll put a little star if I see enough hands. HIFT program. Youth volunteers. Okay, that's. I'm not gonna put. I'm gonna start it with pink because I already circled it with other things. A library. Okay. Art center. Okay. After school programs. Stop it. Masjid mural. Even the group though was there. I think it's a beautiful idea. RCM is about to have one, by the way. Okay, just kidding. Giant kitchen. What? Okay, we'll circle it. We'll circle it. A pool for sisters or brothers only. Okay. A playground. It's okay, raise your hand. If you think that a playground is important, raise your hand. Amphitheater. Okay. 2 equal sides with a barrier. Okay, we're going to move past that one, sorry. Okay, classrooms. Okay, a basketball court. Okay, it's not enough hands. A retreat or a programs as the such. Okay. Okay, scholarships. Okay. Arabic classes. Story nights. Community garden. Small business empowerment. Youth director. Put a star next to it. Youth activities. A mommy and a daddy room. Bilal, why are you trying to worry about a daddy room? You calm down, bro. You got years to go. Gymnastics area. Gymnastics area? Okay, no. Big windows. Okay. Interactive something? Event notifications and modern technology. That's a start. Masjid sports teams. Someone is about to tell me if you see hands raised in the back, because I can't see them. A volunteer system. Okay. You have a lot of hands? Yeah, someone just let me know. Thank you so much. A funeral home. Is that a lot in the back? Okay. Convert programs. Programs to help converts transition. We got a lot of hands in the back? Boys and Girls Scouts. Okay. Walking distance, we can't change that here. Sorry, guys. Sunday school? It's okay if you have it. Interfaith and good relationships with our neighbors. Good parking with good lighting. Safety is important. A masjid that is self-sustaining. Iftar and suhoor. Diverse, sincere board. I agree, that's something that's important. We're not going to be able to change that, it is what it is, but I hear that you guys do have a diverse and sincere board. Clean bathrooms and clean wudu facilities. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read you guys what we circled. And I want you to tell me if you've noticed a trend. And I'll say, I noticed the same trend that I noticed here, that we had in the same one that we had at RCM. Okay, you said HIF program, but it's starting, but you need it. Youth volunteers. After school program was started. Giant kitchen, playgrounds, basketball courts, retreat, scholarships, Arabic programs, story nights, volunteer systems, small business empowerment, youth activities, Sunday school, interfaith, good parking and lighting, self-sustaining, sincere board, clean bathrooms, funeral home, and convert programs. Now, how many of these are facility-based? Maybe 2 or 3. Clean bathrooms, but you don't need a new facility for that. Good lighting, you already have that. And giant kitchen. Out of facility, the thing that you guys find most important, the only thing that's left is a good kitchen. Okay, how many of these, what have you noticed in the trends beyond that one thing, beyond facilities? Someone tell me a trend that they saw. They're all community-based. You said that. They're all community-based, and if you look closer, they're all program or activity-based. Youth activities, or volunteers, or playground, or retreats, or Arabic programs, or story nights, all of these, or the vast majority, and besides self-sustaining, the board, and the one facility thing you have, they're all about bringing life to the masjid. That you want something going on here, and you want something to come to. It's not about your facility. It's not about whatever else might exist that you might have. No one mentioned it here, but sometimes we have this inclination that it needs to have a minaret, or it needs to do these things that we see back home. What we want in a masjid that's ideal in the United States is we want activities, and the vast majority of these activities do not require an imam. The vast majority of these activities are skills that you guys already have. Is an imam typically going to be a youth? No. Are there youth in the masjid right now? Yes, there are youth in the masjid. Is the imam the only person who can teach Arabic? Absolutely not. Is the imam the only person who can do story nights? Absolutely not. Is the imam the only person? You already have a playground. The retreat is not going to necessarily come from the imam. Do you guys already have a Sunday school? Yes. Is your interfaith activities dependent only on the imam? Absolutely not. The point I'm driving home is that you guys have an inch away from the ideal masjid, or an inch away from your ideal masjid. There's some things here that I know we don't have. We don't got the pool. We don't got the amphitheater. We don't got the gymnastics room. But none of you feel like that's superbly important anyways. Yes, in 10 years, MasjidAl Furqan would like to have that. Yes, in 10 years, MasjidAl Furqan would like to have a boys only and a girls only pool. I get that. But today, you are an inch away from what you want. So the question I have is, what's holding you back? Why do you not already have, not the ideal masjid, but a really, really, really good one? You have the resources. You have the facility. You have the ideas already. I leave you on the hadith that I started you off on. Prophet ﷺ said, "Man ra'a minkum munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadihi." If you see something wrong, if you want to see change, if you want your masjid to be better, quit waiting for the imam. Quit waiting for the board to do something for you. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your friends. You have the skills, the talent, the resources in this room right now. You just need to get together and say, how can we make this happen? So, last thing I'll leave you at is I'm going to leave this up here or put it in the back because we're about to pray Salah. And I want you to come to this board and say, what is one of these things that I have a skill set in? If you feel like you have good Arabic skills, you say, you know what? Me and 4 people are going to come together and we're going to start an Arabic class. It'll be small. It'll be 3 people. We won't tell them that they'll learn Arabic at the end of it, but we will tell them at least we'll learn 15 words from the Quran and you'll understand them. You don't have to get to the end, but you have to start. I want you to look at this board and say to yourself before you leave tonight, which one of these initiatives can I help? Which one of these initiatives can I participate in? Could I start at this masjid so that on the day of judgment, I can say to Allah, we didn't have the perfect masjid, but I helped to contribute for us to have a really, 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 really good one. So that Allah and that program and that sadaqah jariyah and the people who benefit from that can be a testament for you and a gateway where you can get into paradise, and then you can forget the ideal masjid, you'll have the ideal life. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He allows for us to be benefit from what is said and what is heard. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He allows for all of the masjids in the world, all of the masjids in the United States, and especially MasjidAl Furqan and RCM to be the ideal masjid. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He allows for us to reach all of our ambitions and even more, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He keeps us sincere. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاك الله خير.
Assalamu alaikum. Just wanted to let everybody know, inshallah, that we are starting the family nights back again, but they will not be every week, but every other week, inshallah. So next Friday, we'll not have any family night, but you're still welcome to come and join for Isha and Maghrib, because that's happening every day, alhamdulillah. The following Friday, we will have a family night, but that will be more of a socialization, getting to know each other, meeting with others, some snacks. It's not going to be a class for that night, but the following after that, again, we'll have some session like what we had today, and we'll continue every other week like that. So once a month, it will be like a socialization, dinner, snacks. The other will be once a month will be some sort of a class or an activity like this. Jazakallah khair.